Welcome to Jack Trice Stadium in Ames, Iowa, where the Cardinal and Gold gathering strength as they gear up to support their Iowa State Cyclones. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Colorado State Rams, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Cyclones' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They start the afternoon with a run, and it goes nowhere.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do.
Pulls it in. It's Daly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quickly to the tight end. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. The Rams have it with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
They try to go draw, but just way too much penetration in the middle of the offensive line, and the offense has a negative play.
Finds his man. It's Jenkins. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Iowa State. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. With jet sweep pass. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Sets up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling the pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And the Rams will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
The Rams in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Right back to it. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the 1st down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Leaves it with the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He's looking to throw. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal to go for that 4th down. But because of the execution, it was just too good. They're looking now to score 6.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado State.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's put the college football world on notice.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he puts through the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Notre Dame is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Rockne and Leahy, this has not been a blowout in South Bend today. They're up by 4 over Purdue. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's wide. chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
They think there's room to run to the right here. Turning it on. The 40. The 30. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cyclones!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners, and he kicked it in gear, got the long touchdown.
That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Bringing it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy.
Sends it downfield. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Grab near the marker. It's Warren. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the Rams come to the line with a new set of downs. The running back has it. Picks up the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
To the ground, he's got it again. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Rams can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gonna run it. It's McGee. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
The offense will stay on the field and go for it on fourth down. 2 for 3 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught close to the marker. It's Brown.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. Fourth down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain. Now they're forced to come back.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They'll leave it with him. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Finding an escape route. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Breaks into the open. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Iowa State.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Daly. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. And the Rams in the hurry up. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Daly. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Rams now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. The sure hands, it's Daly. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Warren. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Unloads it left. A strike downfield. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. And the Rams will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. 2 of their 3 red zone trips have come up empty. They'd like to punch it in here on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room.
And what a change in momentum. It looked like the offense was going to score points. Not only does the defense pick it off, but a great individual effort on the return, now setting their team up in field goal range to try and steal 3 points before the end of the half.
Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. What a disappointment. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Rams will kick it away to start the 2nd half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. It's working. Why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just...
Makes the grab on the shot. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the 3rd quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? The defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is hungry.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Working that left side now. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
They'll ride the hot hand. Pulled down at the 11-yard line. They inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Give to the running back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up.
Black 24.
Has to get there to move the sticks. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. There he goes. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Might as well give it to him again. Gets it past the marker. Flying down the left side. The 20. Touchdown Rams. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Michigan is currently ahead in this one in a jam-packed big house, but it's been close so far. They're up by 4 over Buffalo. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Iowa State sending the offense back out. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Zings it complete to the right. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Takes a handoff. It's Dupree.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Cyclones line up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the lone running back. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be 4th down. And the Rams will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes the catch at the 45. Touchdown, Cyclones! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. Now that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did his job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To the air on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. As they come to the line, 90 seconds to play here in the 3rd quarter. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Snagged in the middle, it's ball. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Got enough for the 1st. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He'll get rid of it. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
Final play of the quarter coming. He wants to throw it. Safe completion on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll go to the ground. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. To the ground to try to move the chains. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on fourth.
Man, I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
He's not going to get there. A big stop for this defense on 4th down.
Great job by the defense there on 4th down. I'll say this, QB sneaks are not a guaranteed play that you're going to get on offense. Everybody thinks it is. You dial it up, it's an automatic first. Not the case. That time, the defensive line was lower. They got more push. And there was just nowhere for the quarterback to go. Great job by the D.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
And would they dare be aggressive on 3rd down this deep in their own territory? It's complete on the right side. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ballgame, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points, you get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The Cyclones can really attack on this 2nd and short. They want that clock to run. Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. And the Cyclones will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run him behind the big guys on the left. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
And that is big time, late in the game, that you can trust your quarterback to still throw the football because you know it's only a few more first downs, and this one's over. Nice to have a guy like that you can trust.
Runs through a tackle.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The gift to the back. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've been very good at moving the chains on third down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Rams want to move quickly. Gonna look downfield again. Caught near the sticks. It's Clay. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest the deepest, widest the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, the offense, they can taste it. They're on the road in a hostile environment in a 2-minute situation. They're trying to rip this game away from the home team. They take a shot into the end zone, being aggressive. I love the play call, but it falls incomplete.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. This is now a 7-point game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Notre Dame is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Joe Montana, this might not be over yet. They're trailing by 10 to Purdue. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute, get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.